Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Amazing Animals Inc. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time, click that bell, get notifications when we post up new content. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you get all the latest and greatest of all the amazing animals that we got going around here. Today's moving day. Lima is gonna move on. We're gonna help kind of break that umbilical cord, rip that band-aid off. They are definitely ready, and naturally this is what would happen in the wild, so we're just kind of replicating very natural sloth behavior. He is 11 months old, and it's time for him to kind of move out of the house.
My baby's not such a baby anymore, but I think he's ready. I know Lily's ready, that's for sure.
Lily's definitely ready.
So we're going to make sure that Lima does well. We're going to give him lots of attention still. We're going to give him lots of loving. Lily's going to be excited to have the house to herself, I think.
Yeah.
And just got some fun updates going on.
Yeah, we got our squeeze cage to do all of our vaccines for all of the cats, so hopefully it's a little bit of a less stress, more safer way to vaccinate some of our felines that are getting to be kind of big and big teeth and very fast and very strong. So Kylie's going to start working on that behavior and training them to go into their squeeze cage voluntarily, hopefully.
Yep.
And yeah, so we'll show you what else we got going around.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, so we got our baby boy Lima here. Now he is almost 11 months old, and that means that naturally in the wild, he would separate from mom. For the last 3 or 4 weeks, they've really been a little bit more independent from one another. He's been sleeping on opposite sides of the box. He comes down and eats without her. He cruises around without her. And she's kind of showing us she's done with him too. It's getting hotter, and she's like, get off of me. She won't move and come down for our tours if he's on her. So we figured right now would be a good time to go ahead and separate them. This is something that they would naturally do in the wild, so we are just kind of following what their wild counterparts would do. So it's not anything bad. We're not ripping them from mom. It is totally natural, and it is in the right time frame that they would do that naturally in the wild as well. Alrighty, so we are back here in our quarantine area. It's a smaller exhibit, so it's a nice little starting point for him to be on his own. We have water, we have a nice heated box here, there's perches, there's places for him to hang out. We've got his nice big bowl of food here. So we're gonna have him come out here, and we're actually gonna do a lot with him. We're gonna come hang out with him a couple times a day. We're gonna pick him up and hang out with him. We're gonna check on him a lot, so he's gonna be nice and close to us, so he won't be all alone. But again, something very naturally that he'll do in the wild. So we're gonna see how he does here in his brand new exhibit, and being first time kind of away from mom for a longer period of time. We've been taking him for walks consistently pretty much every morning. So he goes for like a 30 to 45 minute walk every morning anyway. So we didn't just kind of rip the band-aid off. He's been practicing with this for a little while. As you can see, he could care less. You're a good boy. Here we go. He has to smell every perch. Do you want to grab that? Good. Good boy. No, you're like, too many new smells. He's just a big sloth.
All right, so now that Lima is moved into his new little exhibit and Lily's got this house to herself, we're gonna of course keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't seem to mind, which it definitely doesn't seem like she minds at all. I think she is really ready to have the house back to herself. Lima's getting big, he was a lot to carry around. He still totally wanted to cling on to her, but she was definitely showing us she was done. So she's got a nice meal all to herself, doesn't have to share anything with Lima anymore. And I think she's going to be pretty happy and content cruising around, but we're going to keep an eye on Lily, make sure behaviorally she seems fine. And you're going to cruise around, you don't have a kid trying to grab you. It's kind of nice, isn't it? Good morning. Good morning, Lil. I have a squeeze cage right here. We just ordered it since we were doing vaccines on the animals. I wanted to have this for our Joffrey's cats because our male Rio, he's not one that anyone else can really handle. So to make sure everyone stays safe, less stressful for the cats and for our vet and his staff and myself, we ordered the squeeze. So it's got this little door that can unhinge. And so Rio is pretty good with crates, so we'll just slide this up, and then it's awesome because it's got this extra panel inside, and I am going to be able to squeeze him to just one side, so he's confined in here, and that will be really easy for our vet to safely and kind of stress-free, like I said, give him his vaccine, and it can just move right on back. We'll let him right back out once we do that. So we're going to go ahead and practice with the cats, make sure they're getting comfortable with this so it is a positive thing, and that way it will be really awesome and easy to vaccinate them for everybody. Rebel, our Asian leopard cat, is in the crate right here. He did so good for our car ride. We're at a vet right now and we're doing a year checkup on him. So he just turned 1 last month, and there's not very many Asian leopard cats here in the US. So we're actually going to be sedating him and getting some blood work done as well, because he's going to be in a genetic study with Asian leopard cats. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of nice. You know, we don't do blood work too often. We don't feel the need to knock animals down just because. But if we're going to, we're going to get blood and we're going to send it off to actually a geneticist at Texas A&M. We're working with the Feline Conservation Foundation and him, and it's kind of cool, and we'll be able to, you know, make sure he's healthy, because we can take that blood as well and send it off to some labs and just check and make sure everything's looking good for Rebel. And so we're gonna take him on into the vet. We just pulled up and we're gonna see how he does. So Rebel is home. He is doing great. We're having some playtime this morning. He is doing just fine. Doesn't even seem like he went to the vet yesterday, so that is awesome. And we already got his blood work back and everything was healthy in the normal parameters, so great news on that aspect as well. And the vet sent off the other blood work to Texas A&M so he can be a part of that genetic study as well. So really awesome. Glad we got his year checkup done. He is having fun. We also have the crate in here with him too, so we still want to make sure that crate is positive and still work on that behavior with him. And we're just gonna have some playtime this morning.
All right, guys, we hope you enjoyed the vlog today. Thanks for tuning in. Like worried parents, we're gonna be checking on Lima a lot throughout the day and this evening, and just make sure he's doing okay and he's not stressed out and everything's good with him.
Oh yeah, gonna be checking on him a lot. But like I said, Lily's already doing good. She's happy, relaxed, content. Lima's checking out his new house,
Yep.
so I think that'll be good.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for checking us out. We hope you enjoyed it. And as always, go out there, do something amazing.